Hi, my name is Martin, and today I will be sharing you my recipe for a shrimp fried rice. A lot of people get scared when they think about trying to do something they aren't used to, but today I will show you that it's actually pretty easy and you don't need a lot of time to make it or expensive ingredients or anything like that. These are the ingredients that I will be using for the recipe. I have here a medium-sized zucchini and a carrot. This is about 1 cup of broccoli and 2 onions and a clove of garlic. This is for the rice. I'm using a protein, and if you're vegan or vegetarian, you can skip that. That's okay. But if you're using protein, well, in my case, I'm using shrimp. And for the shrimp, I will be using 2 garlic cloves and 3 chilies. For the condiments, I'll be using the soy sauce. You can use any less sodium version, that's okay. I'm using also rice vinegar and a peanut and soy oil. You can use any other type of oil, like vegetable, avocado, but I do not recommend using um, some coconut or olive oil because they tend to add a lot of flavor to the food, and that may change the final result. And obviously, I'm using um, half a cup of plain white rice. This is the normal rice that everyone have has at their home. Also, this recipe is for 2 persons, so if you are feeding more than 2 persons, let's say four, I recommend you to double up the portions, and that will be okay. What I also do not recommend is using any type of watery vegetable, let's say like tomato, eggplants, or mushrooms, because they tend to release a lot of water when they are cooking. So if you use that, the final result will be really soggy, and that won't work for the recipe. We'll start by cooking our rice. Like I said before, we're using a plain white rice. If you're using, you can use leftover rice from days before, and that's even better. That will work perfectly for the recipe. But if you don't have any of that, that's okay. Like I said, I'm using half a cup of rice, and the amount of water that you'll use for the cooking process is always the double for the rice. So if we're cooking half a cup, we'll use 1 cup of water. If you don't have a high pan like mine, I do not recommend you to put the lid entirely on because otherwise the water can spill out and may can cause an accident. So if you have a smaller pan, I recommend you to put the lid like this because the water can spill out. And also the fire will set at minimum, so the rice will be cooking for around 10 to 15 minutes. While the rice is cooking, we are going to cut all of our ingredients into a medium-sized cubes. The carrot and the zucchini will be cut into those small cubes, but the broccoli will only receive a raw chop because if you cut it too big, it will not cook. If you cook it too small, it will burn. Also with the garlic and the chilies and the onions. We are going to cook our shrimps with the garlic and chilies, and this will only cook for about 10 minutes because they cook very fast. Once our shrimp is cooked, we'll start by cooking our vegetables with the remaining garlic and the onion. The fire will be set at minimum and do not overcook the vegetables because later we'll add the rice again. Our vegetables are half cooked. Now we'll add the rice and we will let the rice cook for about 10 minutes before adding the soy sauce and the shrimp. The rice has been cooking along with the vegetables for about 5 minutes, and now we'll add the soy sauce and the rice vinegar. And I also like to add a little bit of sugar because it um, changes a little bit the strong flavored soy sauce. And if you don't put it, that's okay. But if you put it, the result will be a little bit better. This is the final result after all the cooking process, and you can change an ingredient at your taste, and the recipe will be almost the same, and I'm pretty sure it will be as rich as mine.